Friends, welcome to Coloring with Carmen. Today we're here with
the Beaches! That's us. Hi.
Okay, so many questions. First of all, please enjoy your coloring.
Thank you.
We've got the glitter. We've got
I'm going
pencil
in glitter.
crayons.
I love these uteri.
Oh god.
Yeah, uteruses
Uteri.
before deuteruses.
Big moves.
I was reviewing audio from an interview I did with you almost like 4.5 years ago, and it was when you had just released Late Show, and you were super pumped about having worked with Jimmy Shaw and Emily Haynes.
Was that 4 years ago?
It was almost 4.5.
That
yeah.
feel like it was longer than that. Wow.
Maybe it was.
We've lived 100 lives.
Oh, it's like
since then.
2017.
Wasn't that in the other room over there? I
Yeah.
remember, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, it was in this building.
It was.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think it was only two of us.
Kylie's memory.
I'm pretty sure.
Big mem.
Maybe?
There was 4 of you that came in the first time, and then 2 of you
the
that
next
came in
time?
second.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Well, we're
Yeah.
back and we brought
So good to
everybody.
be back.
Oh my
So
gosh.
good to see you, Carmen.
Aw, so nice to see you as well. I don't want to say how things changed, but oh my god, everything's probably changed.
I was just thinking that, like, since, like, putting out the Late Show album, like, so much has happened, and, like, we've
I
done
cut my hair.
so many things.
Like, that's our big change.
Leandra got a haircut.
Leandra did cut off her
change.
hair, yeah.
Well, like for example, I was I had one of the questions was with social media and stuff, like do you have groupies? And the response from you guys was that you had a lot of requests for your feet,
Yeah.
so you had to delete Facebook Messenger. But the one who had the most people
Absolutely.
sliding into her DMs was Leandra.
Yeah.
She does. Let me
really
say
changed.
nothing has changed.
So we're also living the same life.
We've definitely, I think probably, we're paying a little bit more attention to social media. Like that's definitely something that I think a lot of bands have had to adjust to with like the pandemic. Like,
Yeah,
we
COVID really
can't
changed
spend-
the atmosphere for musicians. I think that social media, at a time when you couldn't perform live, became so much more important to your success and your growth.
Yeah.
And I think it's here to stay, at least for right now. But now that touring is coming back and everything, it's really, that's
Yeah.
good for us to see.
I just saw you're performing at Boston Calling.
We are
Yeah.
Holy crap! The lineup is redonkulous, and you are like right in the middle of it.
It's so exciting.
We didn't think that would ever happen, but you know what? Here we are.
We were surprised by our following in Boston. We were like, where did that come from?
Yeah, I think it's because we've been there. Well, we've been to a few American cities a bunch of times, but that one, there's just a few where the crowds are always like really engaging, and they get bigger and bigger every time. And the goal is, you know, to get there as much as we can.
Is there anywhere internationally that has really like surprised you?
So we played Milwaukee Fest or summer. We played in Milwaukee, the Summer Fest this summer, and we had like we were one of the only bands that was playing there that had like 2,000 people show up.
Well, it
to see
started
us.
out
It
with-
was, I really, it just
That's awesome.
which is really cool and awesome. When we'd never played that city before either. We do really well in the UK too when we've had the chance to play there. It's just hard sometimes to pick between like, do you focus on America or do you go to England and try to make it work there?
If you were to look back at yourselves 4 years ago, 5 years ago, what would you have told yourself? What advice would you have given yourself?
Learn
back
how to
then?
use TikTok better.
Is Jordan still trying?
I'm still trying.
She's getting better.
I made my own
She
TikTok
put
the
some
other
work
day.
in this week.
I guess.
Meg did.
I think like
Gosh.
just try to like be a little
great
more,
question.
be more present, and you just as I get older, I just learn how short life is. So just be a little more present, because these are the years we're gonna look back on. You know, when we're very old, and we're gonna look back and like think back to like I wish I could go back there and relive that moment. So
Yeah.
like just be more present, I guess.
Honestly, that's
That's
such a
really
good.
good.
That's
Thanks,
a
guys.
good answer because, like, I keep thinking about all the incredible opportunities we've already, got to experience as a band, and I think you get so caught up in like the routine and like getting over your nerves that you forget how like monumentous some of the occasions were.
The nerves are a big thing though, because anytime someone's like, how was opening for the Foo Fighters or the Stones or whatever, like I
don't
blacked
remember.
those shows out.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you get on stage, it's so nerve wracking.
Yeah.
That then I look back and I feel bad that I got so nervous that I blacked it out.
Well, you can't help it. Like I remember
Trauma.
No, it's true. Like for 2 weeks before that show, I was blacked out. Like the whole, because I think we found out about it like maybe a month or two before it was happening, and it was just pure nerves that entire month. Like so scary, but like so worth it.
But it's great to do it with your best friends because then you tell each other all the memories that you forget.
Exactly. You get filled in.
That's kind of awesome. That's another thing we had talked about with Jordan, Kylie, like sibling rivalry, or how has it been? How has it been? Because before it was like you're very just diplomatic. You're both like, oh yeah, we love each other. We're so close, as sisters are. But if we do squabble, it's about the petty things.
Yeah,
that's
Which is usually. So how has it been like with siblings on tour? From both perspectives,
Yeah.
I
siblings
think
and the
actually,
outside.
like, me and Leandra probably fight the most.
Yeah, we already fought today. But we made up and we hugged and
We fight because I'm a rusher and
she tries to
I try to-
torment
I-
it.
And you're a
She's
lollygator?
I'm a
She's a
lollygator.
lollygator.
Big lolly.
so it's just like it's becoming a family
Okay.
therapy session. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when therapists give you a coloring book.
So talk out your feelings.
Yeah, I know. We're talking about right.
Color your feelings.
But then I told her that I watched her favorite movie on the plane, and she was
that's
really
so
happy. And then we
hot.
hugged.
Now we need to know what movie it is.
Oh, it's
The worst person in the
the
world.
worst person in the world. It's this Norwegian film that like won the Palme d'Or. What's it?
I don't know.
It's
what
like
you're
the
talking
big
about.
award at the Cannes Film Festival. Cannes, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I know.
Can't film festival.
Palme d'Or? I don't know. Someone
that
correct me
sounds
online.
right. Something that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
we'll go with
dynamic
that.
is pretty much the same in terms of that. We don't really tend to fight too much. Also, I think
I don't
because
think
we're
we
so close in age, it's like
It's not
kind
really
of
a rivalry either.
no, it's like we kind of see each other as like equals, and it's not. It never really gets like really intense between us, I would say.
But I'm older and I demand more respect.
Are you the oldest?
Yeah.
I love the videos that you post, or you were posting, of you like playing guitar.
Oh, my hallway sessions?
Hallway sessions.
So good.
Thank you.
What's going on?
So nice.
I know, we gotta do more. I've been talking about it because now we're like TikToking all the time.
That's
and-
Alex's parents' house, right?
Yeah, I would just go to Oakville, the suburb in Toronto with my girlfriend. Her parents have a house there, and while her parents were like away in Florida, we'd go and just make videos. So at
That's
the beginning of
awesome.
the pandemic, I was so in my head about posting on social media, and it was like a negative space. Like I hated it, and I wanted to like take a break from social media. So I just started doing these like covers and stuff, and I don't know, it was like a nice little outlet because we weren't able to meet up and play music together.
Well, yeah, that's another thing that was tricky. Writing songs during the pandemic, when like that seems like the most productive thing you can do. I think a lot of bands or musicians will tell you the same thing. It was really tricky because like you're just spending all your days with your parents. Like you're running out of things to write about.
The scenery doesn't
pretty
change.
fast.
Yeah, that must have been awesome to be back home.
It was nice. I mean,
To a point. It's like a weekend. You're like, I'm ready to tap out.
Yeah.
I still live with them.
Me too.
Okay, so
One day, guys.
I have to say one thing. I freaking love you guys, and most women, most girls do, because you're literally living our dream. You are the female rock band that's so freaking cool. So it's like
You're cool.
Oh
Come
God,
on.
Hey, you're cool.
get out of here!
Too.
Get out of
So
here!
sweet.
One thing that I noticed that I have so much respect for is that you really keep it real. And I know you talk about how you've been kind of nervous with social media and stuff, but I love how like on Twitter, especially with recent stuff that's happened, you know what I'm talking about. You keep it real.
That was a big tweet.
How'd that do, by the way? It's fine.
One
Is
of
this
our,
what you sent the other day?
It was about
one of our best tweets, yeah.
It was about the Junos, and
yeah,
it's
got
just like
We always keep it real. I feel like we have to have a voice for like all women, you know, because there's 4 of us and we should.
You should pay that fee.
Most of our social media presence is like we get drunk and like have fun together, but
Which is
we gotta get real sometimes.
We can be real when we need to be.
yeah.
if I could ask each of you real quick, what's the most memorable thing that's happened to you so far? The highlight of the career for you so far.
Gosh.
I think, honestly, well, we were signed to major record labels since we were 15 and 16, and now we are officially independent, and it feels really good to actually represent ourselves, and also we're working with a female manager now, and it just feels really good to kind of take control of our career and also have a #1 song at radio for like 8 weeks with it being independent was really an awesome accomplishment, I think, to like how far we've come.
Yeah.
So that, for me at least, was like a really massive
Big
like
time.
career goal where it's like this thing has longevity and we can do it ourselves, you know?
Yeah, and our fans are there.
Yeah.
Is it your own label?
It's
No,
just,
Just like a indie? kind
yeah,
of
we just
small
like
label?
distribute it like through a small company, but it's us running everything. So
Oh my gosh, all the women.
yeah,
That's kind of awesome.
It's cool, and it's scary and intimidating, sort of. Being in charge of like picking your songs that are going to be on the record and picking your producers and like dictating what's going to be on the album cover and also like managing the financials behind that, like being your own boss after so many years of not being it. It's like a scary thing to do, but I would agree with Kylie that it's probably what I'm most proud of as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a tough question to answer, guys, and answer to follow. Tough. I mean, what really stands out for me is, I guess, the Stones show, because like growing up, like that kind of music was really impactful, and it was always playing in my house, and like just like when we found out about that show, the first person I called was my dad, because like I knew how excited he'd be, even though he doesn't love the Stones that much. But sorry, guys.
Beatles guy?
No, he's a Beatles guy. He's a Beatles
Same
guy.
by
So, yeah, but you know what? It was still cool, and it's still like one of our proudest accomplishments, I think. And
yeah.
Oh, winning the Juno last year was super cool too. I didn't
that
see
was
that
kind of
coming.
Yeah,
we
we
were
were
that was a shock.
we were the first all-female group
to
to
win.
win for that category ever, which was like wild.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, ever.
That's another tweet that you guys put out, because, and I retweeted it and I talked about it at CFOX because it was bold, because they were talking about the most influential Canadian bands ever, and it was a big list of all dudes.
It was all
It was all.
And it was just some
Yeah.
stupid
It's big
casino
sausage
that
party.
tweeted it.
What, like Fallsview or
the number
something?
one? It wasn't Nickelback.
Sorry, loves
You know what? Now I want to pull it up. I think it was
I want to see who kicked us off. Where's the crime?
Tragically Hip was number 1.
That makes
Rush
sense.
was number 2.
Yeah, makes
Our
sense.
Bare Naked Lady number 3.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They have the word lady in their name.
That counts for
It's a
something.
single.
It's like OSB. I was like, please.
Not that I'm going to poo-poo other bands. But I mean,
no, it's not
that's cool.
It's not about that.
But there's so many amazing female bands,
Yeah.
female rockers. Yeah. So I saw that you actually tweeted out about that. I follow you quite diligently, perhaps almost on a moderately creepy level.
No, we
No,
love
we love that.
But,
as long as you're not asking for photos of our feet, and I'll give them to you.
I'll send you.
You will be the one person that receives them.
The photos of the feet.
Unlock the pups.
I will be.
The dogs are coming out.
I'll be quickly selling them online for lots of money. I have a new side hustle, I guess. So what's happening now with the beaches? What's on the horizon? What's new?
We are recording an album at the
Yeah.
moment.
A breakup album.
bit of
Get
a
ready for that.
Move over, Taylor Swift.
over,
You got
Taylor.
nothing.
There's a new Taylor in town.
And she's Canadian.
That's awesome. How do you feel about? Because is that going to be like a bit of a departure because you're writing more about your heart,
It's a little
putting
bit.
your heart on there? kind of
It's
thing?
definitely like probably our most earnest and I would say our most mature album. I'm really proud of it though. I can't wait to release it. So we're recording that right now. We've got a bunch of shows coming up, I believe. You guys want to?
We're going
yeah.
to the States to do our first ever headlining American West Coast tour, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
I'm
And,
excited for you.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
then after, we'll just kind of be like start releasing singles and stuff, so people will get to hear some new music, and there'll be like a lot of fun content going along with that as well. But we're just kind of getting all of that figured out right now, and as soon as we go back to Toronto, we'll start recording again, and we're also going to the east coast of Canada, so we're hitting Vancouver, and then
We're playing PEI for the first time.
yeah, we
Yeah.
Never played PEI.
I'm not sure
Jealous.
that that's
In the
announced
winter.
yet.
Oh, no, they're not going to the
Not
time.
going-
It like was, and then it was
Didn't hear
retracted,
it.
and I'm not sure if it's back out there.
There was something.
Okay.
I was just gonna
So
say
maybe we'll be
Yeah, say
So nice. I feel like the glitter was a good idea, but then it's like it's everywhere.
Okay, where
that's
am I?
wonderful.
What's going on over here?
Guys, you
my
know
color selection's
where
not bad.
Cal's cut? Like, where does the
That's artistic.
I love that. Yeah, look at
Wow.
it. Coloring, like
she's white here?
she's got some like brown bits, right?
No, she has brown on her.
She's like tabby.
Oh yeah, I
Kind of
guess.
perfect.
Can
I
we,
wouldn't mess with it anymore, Lena.
can we touch briefly on Cal?
Would love to.
So let's talk about Cal and just the awesomeness that is Cal. I'll let you take over.
Callie, Calico is my cat. She's watching. Hi! She's great. She kind of looks like this a little bit.
No,
She
that's
went-
exactly what she looks like.
Yeah.
She
What
went
makes her-
viral.
Yeah.
She got 10 million. No, is it like 13 million?
13 mil on TikTok for just wearing a hat.
So,
yeah.
it has her popularity. Do you find is it starting to exceed beaches?
Oh, it has.
Is that something to fall back on? Is that a future plan maybe?
International.
Well, I
Yeah, Lena, are
tried-
you gonna become a manager?
I wanted to
Yeah.
make I was her manager. I had to like sign all
momager?
these. Yeah, I had to sign all these contracts for people to use her videos and like sell them. But
It's actually
we've made no
insane.
money.
I was just sitting there like, no, I
She has no clue.
Going on.
Shania Twain commented. She had no clue.
Wow, that's cool.
What?
Yeah.
Cosmo could never.
Oh my god.
Really international status.
She's a star. Yeah, someone on the cruise ship we just played knew her. Yeah, some random American girl
Yeah.
knew her.
We showed her a photo and she's like, that's your cat? I sent that video to my friend. I love that cat.
Oh my god.
People wanted merch. I made myself a shirt and people wanted it more than
I saw
any
that.
beaches shirt ever.
I know.
So excited to hear what's coming from you and just excited to see everything. And just on behalf of so many girls who I know would love to be able to say this, just people overall, thank you for being so freaking awesome!
Thank you. It's been the best interview. Thank you. It's been so fun.
Tear.
Everybody show their work.
Yes.
Guys, I'm embarrassed of mine. I had bad
Why?
colors. I had bad color selection.
I like it.
Lots of
I like it.
highlighters.
That's a highlight like a comic book thing.
I love it.
See, artiste.
Yeah, mine's really kind of Ed Hart.
I like yours.
Hey,
I love it.
I like it.
I like it.
I don't know. I
is.
feel like
Yeah, it's really
they're
Ed Hart.
all amazing. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.